I got this message from Instagram this morning, and they want to talk to me about my Instagram strategy. I mean, clearly, I'm a big deal now. You guys don't even know, I have been waiting for the day I get to talk to Instagram because I've been on Instagram for years now, and I always have so many questions about Instagram. Like, what about Reels? What about the algorithm? Do stories matter? What about threads, right? And I know you guys always ask me the same questions too, and I'm gonna have all of the answers from Instagram itself today. And this is the list of questions that I made. I am going to try my very best to ask all these questions and get the answers because they said it's probably going to be around like a 15 to 20-minute phone call. So fairly quick, but I just want to know all of these questions because if you're like me, I want to grow on Instagram. My Instagram has been stuck around like 30,000 followers for quite a few years now. And I'm like, okay, what's the deal? I want to grow my Instagram. Oh my gosh, they're calling me. Let's pick up. Hello.
Hi, this is Stacy calling from Meta. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you for asking. Is now still a good time for our 15-minute call?
Yeah, right now works perfectly.
All right, great. Thank you for your time today. I do appreciate it. You have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, you too. Wow. I just got off the phone with Instagram. That was like a 30-minute long conversation, and my mind is blown. She literally answered every single question I had. I was on the phone with her for about 30 minutes, and I literally took like 3 pages of notes. So let's go through every single thing she told me to actually grow your Instagram account this year. So the first thing we went through was growth and engagement, and specifically with Reels. So something that I asked her was like, should I be posting Reels every single day? Like, how many times a week should I be posting? If I'm posting more than once a day, does that kill my engagement if I post too much? And she basically said, you want to post at least like a bare minimum of 3 to 4 Reels a week. So that way you're consistent and actually growing your account. Because of course, Reels are the way that you really get exposed to people that aren't following you. But she also said if you are posting more than one reel a day or you're posting a reel every single day, that's not going to hurt your engagement. And that's actually going to help you because she basically said Instagram, of course, is a platform where they reward creators that are actually on the app and they want to keep people on the app a lot longer than just looking at one reel and then like leaving the app and doing something else. So if you are posting every single day or even multiple times a day, Instagram is going to reward you and they are going to push you out more. So that's like really good to know because for me, of course, like I'm posting every single day on Instagram and I'm posting reels and I've seen so many like reels on Instagram saying if you post too much, it's going to kill your engagement, blah, 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 blah. Now I know that's not real because Instagram told me themselves that it's not going to kill your engagement. So if you really want to be growing and you want to grow fast, the more you post, the more they're actually going to reward you. Now, the other thing I asked her with Reels was, does talking head videos, talking directly to the camera Reels versus like B-roll with just like text on top, doesn't make a difference. Like, should we be focusing on one over the other? Does Instagram push one out more than the other? And she basically said no. Like, it doesn't really matter. She said both perform really well, especially if you have a good topic. But she did say if you are doing a talking head video where you're basically just talking directly to the camera, you want to make sure you have subtitles on the actual reel because she said the majority of people actually watch reels without sound and audio, which I kind of knew, but I wasn't for sure. So you want to make sure that if you are posting a talking head reel, just use like the caption subtitle like feature on Instagram so that way people can actually see what you're saying. And she said that on its own will also get you a lot more views. So overall with the category of reels, it basically just confirmed everything that I thought was true. Reels are one of the best ways to grow. You want to prioritize them and you want to be consistent because, of course, that is one of the main features on Instagram that really does expose you to more people that aren't following you. And then we started to go into like still posts, carousel posts, just feed posts. She basically said the like sweet spot when it comes to like carousel and feed posts are about 1 to 2 times a week. Now, I love hearing that because I really wasn't sure how many times I should be posting like carousel and feed posts because she basically said they don't really get that much reach to your non-followers, especially when you look at your insights. They're basically there to like nurture your current audience. So of course, if you're posting every single day on Instagram, which she said you should be doing, the majority of the time you should be posting reels, and then maybe once or twice a week, do like a carousel or a feed post. And of course, the better topic, the more niche, the more value you can give on carousels and feed posts, the better engagement that you're going to get. She said the key to posts in general, whether it's carousel, feed posts, or reels, is you want to be responding back to people and you want to get people talking. You want to get people sharing the post. You want to get people liking. You want to get people commenting. So if you are doing a carousel post, provide a lot of value and get people talking in the comments. And don't forget to respond back. She said that's very key. And the faster you do like and comment to people when they are commenting on your post, the more reach you're going to get on your posts and your reels. So that's like another key thing is with engagement with all of your posts, make sure you're responding back to all of your comments. Now, this part of the conversation just like blew my mind away because I thought this was dead on Instagram. Hashtags. I asked her, are hashtags still relevant? Should we be focusing on it? Should we be using it? She said hashtags still work because Instagram uses hashtags to basically categorize your reels, posts, and accounts. So that way they can show your post to the right people, because I thought hashtags were dead because that was predominantly like the main way people grew back in like 2018, 2019 when reels weren't a thing on Instagram. But she said they still use them to basically categorize your content and push out your reels to the right type of people. Now, she said, of course, you can use a max of 30. You don't necessarily have to use 30. The most important thing about hashtags is being very specific and narrow with your hashtags versus broad. So for an example, if you are in like the food, health, and wellness industry, don't just use the hashtag health or hashtag food or hashtag diet. You want to be more specific in saying like hashtag diet for women or a hashtag foods to lose fat, like something really, really specific. So that way, once again, you are really getting exposed to the right type of people. So, she didn't really say how many. She said at least like a few every single post. And she did say, put them in the comments, don't put them in the caption, which I have been doing for years now. And I did tell you guys, put your hashtags just in the first comment. So immediately after you post either a reel or a post, just put like, I put at least like 10 hashtags in the comments so that way Instagram can categorize where it's going. But when she told me that, I was like, oh my gosh, that's still a thing because I really wasn't sure. So that also confirmed hashtags still work. They don't work as well as reels, but they still help you basically get pushed out to the right type of people. Now, another question I wanted to ask her was, does it matter what time you post in terms of engagement? Now, what she told me to do, and I actually did this on the phone, was if you go to your insights and you go to your professional dashboard, you can actually see when your audience is the most active if you go under followers and you scroll all the way down. Now, for me, my audience is most active around noon every single day. And I want to say the reason why is because I post around noon every single day, and that's really what gets people active on my account. So she said, first of all, go look at your insights, see when your audience is the most active, and try to post the same time every single day because that's really just going to boost your engagement. And that also kind of creates a routine with your audience too. If they know you post at a certain time every single day, not only are you telling your audience to check on your account and actually, comment and share, but that also tells Instagram that A, you're being consistent, but B, now is the time that they're going to push out your posts and your reel because you're posting at a certain time every single day. So it doesn't really matter if you're posting at like 7 p.m. or like 8 a.m. Go look at your insights in your professional dashboard and then just stick to a consistent time. And that's when you're going to get the most engagement. One thing I told her on the phone was I have been stuck at like 30,000 followers for so long now, it feels. And I asked her, does Instagram prioritize or push out newer accounts versus like old and like dead ones? And she said, no. it honestly does not matter if you have an old account, if you think it's dead, if you have a new account. Instagram does not really prioritize the like time of how long the account has been basically alive. So the main thing she said was if you feel like you aren't getting reach, your account is dead, it's probably because you are not being consistent, right? So the overall summary, and once again, we're not done yet. There's still like a whole nother thing I want to talk about when it comes to threads, which also blew my mind away. But she said the main thing about Instagram in order to grow, get engagement, get the right type of people in, and of course, make money if that's your goal on Instagram too, is consistency, right? So if you're not being consistent, and she even said if you post only like once a week or twice a week, that's not being consistent and Instagram will not push you out. So if you want to get engagement, like you want to get the followers, you want to get people to like, comment, share, like you want to see like those big numbers on Instagram, you need to be consistent. So she said, once again, like post every single day. If you can commit to doing that, that's really going to like revive your dead account or boost an account that's not really getting much reach right now. Yeah, she was pretty adamant about having a good part of that conversation talking about threads. Now, I downloaded threads when, of course, it came out and I was on it. Like I was posting very consistently, probably for like the first few weeks, and then I kind of fell off. But she said threads are literally one of the main ways that you can grow on Instagram right now. And if you are posting on threads, your reels are going to get more reach, which also blew my mind. And the reason why is because, first of all, if you guys don't know what threads is, it's basically an extension of Instagram, and it's like basically Instagram's version of like Twitter or like X now, right? Where you're basically threading, like you're tweeting and you're sharing thoughts and posts. So she basically said how to use threads is post consistently, once again, every single day, but share your threads on your Instagram story and on your feed posts, right? And of course, make it relevant to your industry, to your topic, so that way they can categorize it once again based on what your niche and industry is. Now, a few features she shared with me on Instagram and a really cool strategy that I'm going to use, and you guys definitely want to be using, especially if you want to grow on Instagram using threads, is first of all, they have 5-minute videos versus on Instagram Reels, you can only upload up to 90-second Reels. So on threads, it's 5 minutes. So if you're somebody who likes longer form videos and content, what you can do is upload a 5-minute video and then you can actually share that on Instagram and it will post as an actual post. So now, like now you can actually get away with posting longer videos on Instagram versus just like 90-second reels, which makes so much sense now because I have seen people post up to like 5-minute videos on Instagram. I'm like, how are they doing it? Because it does not allow me to do it just directly through Instagram. It is through Reels. Okay. So 5-minute videos. Another thing that I did not know on Reels or on Threads is 30-second voice notes. So you can actually upload and post voice notes. And what she told me to do was, it's just so genius, is do a 30-second voice note about a topic that you're posting, either a carousel feed or a reel on your Instagram. So for an example, let's say I was going to post a reel on how to make money using digital products. I can do a 30-second voice note on Thread saying, hey guys, for today, I'm talking about how to create a digital product that makes you an extra $1,000 a week. Go check out my reel I just posted on Instagram. And then people will go to your Instagram to watch that reel. That's amazing. Like that kind of blew my mind. I'm like, oh, that's so smart, right? Because a lot of the time she said people will just repost the link of their reels on threads, but then it's kind of just like a loop. It's not really like new and different content. So if you really want to prioritize threads, do the 5-minute videos, use like there's polls features on thread, but then also use the voice notes and then direct people to your Instagram. And of course, if you are posting like mind-blowing things on thread, make sure to share that on your stories and on your feed post on Instagram. And the last thing about threads, she said there's something called topic tagging. Now, topic tagging is basically using one hashtag that has to do with the topic you are posting about. So if you're talking about, I don't know, soccer, you can use like hashtag soccer or hashtag soccer player. And what it'll do, she said it hyperlinks that hashtag. And if you click on it, it will take you to a community within threads where every single person basically is talking about that specific topic. So it kind of reminded me of like Facebook groups. I don't know the setup. I honestly haven't even looked at it because I'm literally recording this video right after getting off the call with her. But it hyperlinks into a community and everybody in there, she said to like engage, comment, follow people because that's also going to get you more followers, just people in that community. But also when they see you engaging more on the Threads app, you're instantly going to get more followers and get more engagement. Now, I know if you're like me, you're like, oh my gosh, another platform that I need to post on Threads. How I'm basically going to use it is I'm probably just going to post maybe like once. It's probably honestly going to be like once a day on Threads. And if it's like mind blowing, like thoughts, I'll probably reshare it on my stories or on my feed. But how I'm really going to use it is just sharing my thoughts on Threads because what she said was if you are posting on Threads, you are going to get more reach on your reels. And it's basically because Instagram sees you are using Threads. Since it is a newer extension of Instagram, they want creators to use it, right? They want people on the app. So as long as I'm using the app, I'm gonna get more reach on my Instagram. And I also want to say Threads is like the only app where I do get consistent followers and I haven't even posted on there. So it probably does work, especially if I post more on there. I'm probably going to get a lot more followers. Okay, so let's do a quick summary because I know that was like kind of a lot. I mean, I have so much notes, but the main thing you want to focus on if you want to grow your Instagram this year is number one is consistency. Like you have to be consistent. They are going to prioritize people that are going to be consistent. Of course, you want your content to be good. If you have bad topics, it's just not going to reach people because, of course, you want to create content people actually want to consume. But consistency, it's better to post every single day than to post just like once a week or like twice a week and then like stop for a few weeks and come back. Do not do that. It's not going to help you. It's going to kill your engagement, your reach. And then focus on reels and threads. Okay, those are the two things that are going to get you the most amount of reach and that are going to get you the most amount of followers. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm posting every single day. I'm posting a reel every single day, and I'm going to start posting a thread just every single day, just so I'm engaged and visible on that platform. And from there, I'm probably going to get more reach on my Instagram. Now, you might have clicked on this video and you're like, oh my gosh, she's going to tell me the secret of how to grow on Instagram. And I got to be honest, I thought maybe she would have told me a secret too. But everything she shared with me on the call basically just like confirmed everything that I was thinking. And she really did give me some more like tips and like strategies, everything that I share in this video that I am going to start to do that's probably going to double, triple my engagement. And the cool thing about it too is before she hung up, she said she'd give me an email summarizing everything that we talked about on the call. But she also said that she is going to be sending me, she or like Instagram is going to be sending me a weekly email for the next 6 weeks that's going to be giving me even more tips and strategies of how to grow on Instagram. So I will keep you guys updated. I might create another video if I continue to learn more things because, of course, my channel is all about helping you guys grow on your Instagram, on your social media, so that way you can make your own money, build the most unforgettable life, be your own boss, all of the things. So if you guys love this video, make sure to comment below. Let me know what you're going to be focusing on Instagram. And until my next video, make sure that you guys stay unforgettable.